Great, thanks again. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Anyone else is asking, so.
Any snow up there?
Tiny bit, kind of, not really. Not really.
Yeah.
No zip line.
Well, hopefully next time you visit, you see snow. All right, thanks, guys.
You take this team lightly. You take this team lightly.
Oh,
You're
I
not take the Lakers lightly. We beat them pretty bad in Golden State. But different game in LA.
Yeah, we lost by 20 last time we were here, so it would be difficult to take them lightly, given what happened last time. So I know they've got guys out. It's happened to us a lot this year. A lot of teams have been without players, and it's unfortunate. We want to see teams at their best, and but it makes it that much more important to be ready. You know, we've experienced this the past couple of years since I've been here. Guys have been out for certain teams, and maybe we let our guard down a little bit, so can't do that tonight.
What's been the biggest surprise with the Lakers for you this season?
I don't think I am surprised, to be honest with you. I like their young talent. We know Luke really well. I knew the atmosphere there would be fantastic. He's an incredible human being and somebody who players are always going to want to play for. And the talent is starting to show through, so I'm not surprised.
Much of what they do when you watch them on film, are you like, that's ours, that's ours? Is there a lot of that?
Pretty much all of it.
Really?
Yeah, not all of it. Most of what they do mirrors what we do. But that's how this league works. I took a lot of what we do from Popovich, from Jackson. So you kind of, you learn from your mentors, and you go from there, and then the whole league kind of takes bits and pieces of what they see that they like and might fit with their style, and I think the way we play fits perfectly with Luke and these guys. Again, they're young guys who are talented, who can run, so they're playing up tempo, they're moving the ball. They're fun to watch, and like I said, I think I'm not surprised, but I think they're doing a great job.
Steve, it's still so early, but is there a certain point you start thinking about minutes more than you would in November, and just when you want guys to rest, how much you want Steph, Durant, Clay to play?
My first year coaching, I tried to work that out before the season started based on the schedule, and then I found that it just didn't work. You think you might know when a guy's tired based on the schedule, but then it doesn't always match up. Maybe a guy rolls an ankle during a light part of the schedule, and you got to rest him then. Maybe he's in a great groove when the schedule gets heavier and he's feeling great, and you try to say, what do you think about taking a night off? And it's like, I'm not going to lose my rhythm. So you really have to just play it by ear. We haven't had any desire to sit anybody to this point. The main guys who I check with all the time are Sean and Andre, just based on their being a little bit older. And they're both getting into a nice groove right now, and there hasn't been any thought of resting.
You like the minute staggering that you're doing so far? Is the rhythm of it, Durant going out and then coming back in?
Yeah, I mean, we want Kevin to anchor the second group when Steph is not on the floor, so that's why we do it. And pretty nice luxury to have as a coach. So we're happy with the way our rotation looks, although it's not the same every night. Kevin's minutes are, but everybody else is Patrick, Ian, JaVale, McAdoo, Anderson. I mean, they don't really get going in, and neither do I. We're just playing it by ear night by night.
If everything goes well with Jonas tonight in Santa Cruz, will you have him come back up?
He's going to stay down there again. I think they play in Reno on Sunday, so he's going to play that game too. And we'll take a look at both games and see how he does and reevaluate at that point.
Coach, what's your rotation? What are some things you're looking at to kind of get it firm to where you know what you're going to have?
I'm not even sure I'm looking at it like that. I think we have a lot of players who are all capable of helping, and they're in many cases different from one another. So in fact, Ian and Patrick, for example, they've both been playing. I'm not sure from one night to the next which one I'm going to go to first. Patrick is longer and better defensively. Ian shot the lights out. So it just depends on matchups. It's the same thing with the bigs. depends on what team we're playing, what we're trying to accomplish.
Has it been more of an adjustment this year on the defensive end, finding that identity?
Defensively, for sure. We weren't very good at all the first couple of weeks. We've gotten a lot better. I think over the last 9 games, Raymond gave me a stat today. I think our opponents are shooting like 43% last night. So that's a good number, and that has to continue. We know we have to be a very good defensive team if we want to get where we want to go.
Is there something specific you had to do or to change, or was it just kind of guys learning how to do
No,
it?
just learning to play together. A lot of new guys. Terminology has changed maybe for some of them, and then you just get used to playing together, combinations, and there's some coaching, but more than anything, it's just the experience of guys playing together.
Does JaVale's emergence kind of make it a little bit more difficult for Jones to get minutes when he gets back?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't even seen Jones play basketball yet. We've seen him shoot and run, but he literally hasn't had a live practice. So until we see him in a live practice, it's going to be hard to evaluate what he's capable of doing. That's what's great about the D. We get a chance to watch his tape for the next 2 games, see where he is conditioning-wise. But it's going to take more time with our group for him to be able to establish himself. It's a tough thing to do as a rookie, especially.
You guys played twice in the preseason, 3 times already. You guys kind of sick of seeing Luke?
I'm not sick of seeing Luke. Maybe the players are sick of seeing each other, but Luke, we always want to hang out if we can. So it's been fun, but it has been strange. I don't think I've ever seen a schedule like this where you see a team literally 5 times in 2 months.
Is your relationship with Luke, I mean, obviously he works with you, so it has to be a little bit abnormal, but do you guys still continue to talk as the season progresses? And is that irregular in terms of any other coaching?
I talk to Pop. It's usually, just like, I would say, once every few weeks, I'll talk to Pop or we'll text or something. Luke and I are like talking trash to each other for fun. It's like every day. So it might be about, basketball, it might be about something else. So it's a little different. But I guess it probably is rare, but it's a pretty unique situation too.
Steve, how do you balance just probably looking at film, knowing you could be playing better defense, and then knowing that we're the finals 2 straight years, and there's going to be a point where it ramps up? Is there something you have to back off?
You just try to gauge your team every week. You're doing not necessarily play to play, but kind of game to game, and you have to have a feel for what is fatigue and what is laziness. There's a big difference, and I can tell when our team is tired from the travel, from all the games, and I'm much more willing to cut them some slack. If we're well rested and we're going out there forgetting assignments, then I got to go. So it's a feel thing.
What are the signs of laziness versus fatigue?
Poor cutting on offense and lack of vision and awareness defensively. Letting cutters get behind you, maybe not getting back in transition as fast as you possibly can. You can see it. It's pretty easy to see that too.
Do you have to get on that in November as much, especially when you're winning, as in later in the season, or is it the same thing? You just feel it out?
Yeah, it just depends on where we are and where I think our team is. But we're in a good place right now. Guys are getting more and more comfortable and confident with each other. So we'll keep going and see what happens.
All right, great. Is that it?